I leave you with peace, love, light, and you have all the power in the world. All the power in the world. Let's walk. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and comment on the content if it helps. NarcsHateTheyLoveMe. Narcs hate they love me. Narcs hate they love me. Let's walk.
For coaching purposes only. Alright. And I wanted to address this because I'm hearing people say, like, and seeing in the group people saying, like, they know you know who they are. You know, they don't want to be exposed. See, their concept of exposure is not like yours, okay? You're trying to project functioning behavior on a dysfunctioning individual, okay? So calling them out and trying to hold them accountable to their bullshit, it's not exposing them. Calling them a narc is not exposing them. They've been called all of this stuff. I mean, they've had people before to call them out. Not necessarily, you know, call them a narc, you know, so to speak, but they've had people before calling them out on their bullshit. And again, I'm going to keep on driving this until you guys understand and overstand that NPD is what justifies them. That's what convinces them that whatever you've done or whatever it is that they've done, you're the reason why they've done it. You need to change something about yourself. Your actions cause their reactions. If they cared about exposure, you would be able to reason with them. But they don't. They don't. They don't necessarily, look, they don't want you to meet other people because you guys may have a bash party and agree that you have a toxic individual. And then they sitting around thinking, oh man, I've been exposed. Now everybody knows what I am and who I am. And no. They don't want you mingling with their people because they're in control of their people. They've groomed these people. They've conditioned these people. To them, they feel like, now why are you coming over here trying to control my people? These are the people that I keep around me to make me happy. These are the people I keep around me that's not going to correct me. They're going to be there to side with me. It doesn't have anything to do with exposure. It has everything to do with control. You don't have power to come over here and mess up and intermingle and fuck up all my hard-earned work and my time. I done played with these people's minds. I got them just where I want them. Don't you come over here. So calling a narcissist or trying to hold them accountable for their bullshit, they're not going to do it. That's one of the traits of NPD as well. Lacking accountability, self-accountability. The disorder soothes them. This is their function, okay? The concept of exposure, he knows who he is, or the narc knows who they are. No, they don't. They just know that they're twisted. But this is their function. This is the only way that they can function. NPD does not allow them to take self-reflect. It doesn't allow them to take self-accountability. It doesn't even allow them the belief that they could be, it doesn't even grant, that they can even be exposed. How can you expose somebody that feels like they have justifiable reason and cause to do whatever it is that they're doing? They don't care what they hurt, who they hurt, and how they hurt them. All they know is they have a reason behind why and how they hurting them. And it's justifiable to them. It doesn't matter what you think. That's the disorder in them. They know they're a narc. They know this. They know this. They know if you... No. They let your ass go. Not because they feared that you would expose them. No, they let your ass go because they have gotten everything they can get off of you. You don't bring them this high. Not anymore. They have to go to somebody else. It's the newness in the person. It's not the person. It's the newness in the person. Trying to keep that love bomb going. So when we say go no contact, you're exposing the narc right there. That's exposure right there. Why is it exposure, NHCLM? Because eventually everybody will be going no contact. Everybody will be limiting interaction with them. And people around them in their circle, they're so busy enabling them and not correcting them. They're going to start looking at each other and looking at, you must be the one with the problem, old narky. Yeah, it's got to be you. You done ran through 50 people and 50 people won't talk to you. 50 people got you blocked. You can't keep nobody. That's exposure. That's exposure. That's how we expose them. They don't ever feel like they've been exposed to anybody. They're too busy chasing supply, trying to operate and live life in a dysfunctional manner called narcissistic personality disorder. They don't care if 50 people block them. They still gonna be out here doing what they do. They had a reason to drop you. See, you can drop a narc all day. You can discard a narc all day. By the time they get through talking to other people, they will tell those other people that they dropped you. They'll never tell the truth. And that's NPD for you. That's NPD for you. Okay? They know what they do to people. This is how they live their life. They think this is fine. This is what everybody does. I'm not the only one that does this. If you don't do this, you're weak. You don't know anything. How are you going to ever elevate in life if you don't do the stuff that I'm doing? You're weak. Bring your weak ass over here. And let me show you why you need to be doing what I'm doing. I'm finna drag you. I'm finna destroy you. That's how they think. That's the mindset of a narcissist. How you gonna expose something that doesn't see any fault in what they do? They would have to see fault in what they do to be exposed. All right. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm seeing the narc knows he's a narc. They know you can't trick him anymore. They don't care nothing about them tricking you. And no tricks for you. That's not for you. That's for them. That's for them to get their needs accommodated. That don't have nothing to do with you. They just want you to fall for that shit so they can get their needs accommodated. They can get their supply. They can live their narcissistic lives. Yeah, their lives depend on this disorder. That's NPD, okay? You could be an empath with narcissistic traits, okay? You could be a empath with narcissistic traits. It doesn't mean you have full-blown NPD. All right? There's a difference. Okay? If I felt somebody was exposing me, I would have to know what I'm doing to even get to the exposure part. I know I did wrong. Oh, you told such and such. Oh, you exposed me to such and such. Oh, now you're talking about me. No, these people know what they do, but they have reason and justification for what they do, so they can never be exposed in their eyes. They can only be exposed in our eyes. Well, how do you do that? NHTLM, block them. Go no contact. When everybody starts to do that, the supply is cut short. And that's exposure to us, not to them. I leave you with peace, love, light, and you have all the power in the world. I hope this makes sense to you. I'm sick of seeing some of this stuff. I really am. It's time to graduate. Some of y'all, it's time to graduate. And some of y'all that haven't even made it to the... Listen, get the knowledge. Stop listening to Mexicans and stuff screaming at the top of their lungs talking about F the narc and don't go no contact. Get the knowledge. We already know that basic stuff. Go no contact. They won't supply. They do everybody wrong. They never take the blame. We already know that basic stuff, y'all. We know that basic stuff. Y'all should be in a position of telling everybody, look, this is why. Because I'm all about the whys right now. The X's, the Y's, and the Z's. Alright, I'm NHTLM, y'all. I hope that makes sense to you. Alright, I'm going to let y'all go. I leave you with peace, love, light, and you have all the power in the world. Alright, NHTLM. Take care. I love you. Peace.